Let's talk about the passive voice. First, an example of what the active voice looks like. I hiked over a huge mountain last summer. Now the passive version. A huge mountain was hiked over by me last summer. Notice how in the first active sentence, the subject, I, is doing something, hiking over a mountain. Whereas in the passive version, the subject, a huge mountain, is having something done to it. It's being hiked over by me. Let's try it out now. First, an active sentence. I filed 4 briefs last night. Now, let's turn that into a passive sentence. 4 briefs were filed by me last night. Again, notice in the active sentence, the subject, I, is doing something. It's filing briefs. While the passive, the subject is having something done to it. The 4 briefs are being filed. A couple notes about the passive voice. First, we generally prefer writing in the active voice because it's more concise and clear. So John kicked the ball is clearer and more concise than the ball was kicked by John. Also, keep in mind that not every sentence can be written in the passive. If there's no object in the sentence, there's not going to be a passive version of the sentence. So for an example, there's no way to write John went far away in the passive voice. Let's try out a couple examples now to make sure you get this. First, the passive. The complaint was filed by the trial judge. Now let's turn that into an active. The trial judge filed the complaint. Let's try one more. Our conclusion is supported by the legislative history. That sounds pretty normal, but that is in the passive voice. How could we turn that into the active voice? The legislative history supports our conclusion.